So now you're going to ask, where in the world is Nauvoo? Okay, here's Illinois, Chicago up there at the corner in the north. Nauvoo's way at the west border of Illinois by a bend in the Mississippi River. Here's an aerial shot of it. Historic Nauvoo is down by the river, and then it goes up a hill, and the city is built up on the rise. But most of it is farmlands, and we were stationed here for three months and used it as a base to explore a lot of trails around the area. Historic Nauvoo is made up a lot of restored buildings. A beautiful place to ride down in the old city. Great place to visit. A lot of things to do and experience as to the history of this wonderful place. And you can spend a lot of nice rides down there and very quiet. One of the beautiful things is that the city's tucked right next to the Mississippi River, and there's some beautiful quiet rides on roads right next to the Mississippi where you won't find elsewhere along the Mississippi.
So we took a wonderful winding road right along the Mississippi River, and now we've taken a break to see sunset on the Mississippi. I hear birds, I saw an otter, there was a bunny. This was a beautiful, beautiful ride in a tunnel of green.
This river road runs right from Main Street in Old Nauvoo and down along the river for about 3 very pleasant miles, and then goes up into the farmlands. You'll see cardinals and fireflies in the summer evenings, and there's tugs that go up and down the river and other river traffic that make it a very interesting ride.
So you get out here on these farm roads and look what you got. Oh, by the end of summer, you know, your corn's going to be up high as the elephant's eye. Right now it's as high as a bunny's eye. But you just get these lonely roads that you can go on for miles. Some of it paved, some of it dirt road. Again, in and around the area of Nauvoo, these great big farmlands. So you just can ride and explore, and sometimes it takes you through forests and sometimes just endless farm fields. So depending on what you like and how far you want to go, it's a pretty quiet ride. So what's great about taking some off-roads, here I am out in the farmland, but you take some of the side roads and you just get these quiet country roads. Have no idea where this is going. But a beautiful morning in the high 50s in the end of May, and there's just nobody out on these roads and these dirt roads, so it makes for a great, very pleasant ride exploring out these roads that eventually I'll see where they come out. So here's this hill after I've come down in the hollow of a beautiful woods. There it is down there. Without an e-bike, you know, this would be an extremely hard climb, but with my e-bike I just, you know, I've cranked it up to the lowest gear and the highest power, and I'm still sitting and pedaling to get up this hill. So again, one of the power and niceties of having an e-bike, I can make it as hard or as easy as I want. Well, this is why I like getting out on an e-bike. I mean, this is an absolutely gorgeous road. It's so quiet. And I've ridden around all around the countryside through the farms, and I go through wooded areas, and now I'm down in this little hollow area. It's about 1.5 mile connector between farmlands. Yeah, what I like about a bike is it gets you out and away. If you want to walk for exercise, that's great, but if you want to see a lot more countryside and still get as good an exercise and just enjoy it more and get out and about, I think an e-bike just lets you have that option. And I've run into just a couple of steep you know, hills that I got assistance on, but very few of them. But if you want, you know, you can power up them with no power and get a great and a workout. But I was on a long ride today, so I didn't need to try to do that. But this is just a gorgeous little ride through here.
This is an example of a lot of the roads that run right along the Mississippi River. There's really Very little space for a bicycle. Yeah, a lot of the roadsters, the narrow tire roadster bikes can ride these, but I don't want to put my life in somebody else's hands of distracted driving. So I avoid these kinds of roads at all costs when I can, and I've just found better roads all around this area going south out of Nauvoo in the farmlands. This was the farmland just before I left in August. Corn still got another couple of feet to go before harvest time, but this was a great area to explore, and it didn't give you a lot of detail as to how to do this. But if you've got time, you can have some great adventures around any area where you haven't been that you could go and explore on a Wahoo adventure.